All right, so let's see. What else? All right, there's plenty of things I posted that you can just pass around as part of a mix. You go over to be an ads seeker. Also, your youngins, right? That aren't in areas of work related, don't really have time to do the other differences. People, right? Of stuff you can add to wherever you end up on, right? I imagine you would. The rule of thumb is since you have a group of numbers, all right, you'll be able to surf through entire scenarios easier to like because one person can handle, if anything, specific songs where um, you don't remember or you're trying to reuse links off of our stuff, right? Is the issue. All right. Same links and all that stuff, so it all right, less work. Two for wait it's less work than someone sitting there plugging away getting all the songs, doing it that way. Do it's that easy, and let's make something like that a step normally when you have the ability to cover the spread like that, where it's, we can just each cover, and all you have to do is get to those few songs or ads. All right. Yeah. So, and these places I posted, I hope those of you that were like, and you checked it out. There's another area, youngins. Oh my God, please do. All right. Those are everyone is good people, and that was a chance I wanted to offer people for traffic. All right, so that's how you put it also to work for yourself. All right, and then at the end, everyone has all these extra things that if so y'all go through the differences at the end that you hadn't checked out yet of maybe other stuff right around that you are coming with, and decide the differences at the end, like a normal scenario of actual version of regular weeding out variations. All right. Yep. Forget it all. Forget the yeah. How could I really help you compensate for the problems of the situation?
Here's what I found on the web.
Oh, hold on. Oh well. So and you can just it's not a lot of work, and you can do your areas, knowing that in the end y'all were trying to be friends. You know, is there one moment of a smile together about something if you didn't normally even get along? Oh, sure. Well, sure. Story. All right. Write that down. right? Um, your counterparts of the business, right? Um, Competitors, all right, in some cases, right? But it's about performance in the end. So you put in the time to do the things that make it positive, you will excel. All right. So I guess right. I said there you go, meaning which means you can do those things, right? Because I said so unconditionally. However, there is one condition, right, where that since obviously people are going to pay me out of it too, should because it can be really quick if you spend a whole bunch of hours on it. Uh, all right, and then um, so you have to be vocal if something happens. That's it. All right, and then but there ain't no story. Otherwise, the traffic of the story would have happened that way. Remember the whole story of the other sides? There ain't nothing. That's just me stuff. Keep it central for safety is what the news. And so, and I hadn't gotten to that yet. So, let's see. Um, Anything else, folks? Mm, mm, mm. Yep. So, what else can I offer you the situation to, huh? That is what I reach to for what next. Number one, where's your mama, fellas, and why is she not here in a comfortable, some sort of collapsible chair? You can carry it for her when it's time to, and I give out extra autographs here and there, right? And traffic time, folks. You know it. So, um, so we definitely need a shot, huh? There's no getting past it. Life is good. You really don't know. Like, oh, making it nice. I did say something about a New Year's resolution. That was just about trying later more to remember the resolution part because I'm on it. Drafty. Yep. I might say something snippy because of it instead of snippy comment after here and there. So you know, I love you, brothers. All right. Be warned. Write it down. Like, yo, oh, don't forget me. Uh, be, would had there been a war going on, I'd have been coming in as a commando with like battle scars that way. So, yep. just battle scars, right? Because I'd still be having to just in case. But instead, what do you have? That number one spot. I think I stole it and beat over the head everybody that is dude on Earth somehow. Hey, ladies, it's easy being me. Yeah, there might be some stressful seeming moments, but like, why live in problems we can't change when we can live more as a in dreams? Oh, and then when the problems come back up, nope, that's it. Nope, back to the dream. And then 3 months later, a new scene in the room I do of those, or if anything, one day just start adding to it because we can't get rid of the nest. That's one thing like I'll do um, as part of while we're hanging out. All right. Well, I won't have to like sweat through it comparatively to the past story. So it'll be real fun. And then over time, we'll add to it. Obviously, never getting rid of anything like that. All right. And then let's see. Um, it's matter. It will always be there somehow, right? And then able to be conditioned due to area direction, right? Is the point of having that in the area direction, conditioning and upgrading, right? And being able to keep treating later on to back to its durabilities, right? And then should it go brittle or something, it will always still be there. Hey y'all, picture forever right there happening next to you. All right, get to the end of the board. We got gypped, y'all, because I wasn't able to control the board to begin with in a way that everyone would like, party, pizza party. And it meant an adult party, right? We just didn't know how to, right? Complex and natural. Yeah. Like honest man of it. Yeah, man. Y'all, just, you would have cleaned it up. And in like 10 years, all of a sudden it wouldn't have been part of a downfall. So you got to cancel that stuff for what I just said to beat me to the problems. Write it down. I am thirsty. So you know what time it is. I'm not a sellout, and there's no way we have to even worry about those people ever like having to get out one day and we gotta like be like, oh, all right. We would have also got to it before it was an issue too. And should it come one day later, that's just the price you goes with while into fixing the system, and it won't happen to the next should it arise. You know, so um, so you know, do spite of the do the game that happened of Leo in the public, right? Freaking I'd be will I mean it really goes down small sort of after that. And all they had to do was keep asking around for a lawyer every like 5, 10, 15 minutes once a day after work. And eventually you'd have come across one that would have checked the information. So all right. And now also you have a way to help the system by going to the clerk of courts. All right. Um, and then so yep. Um, Everybody would have been vocal, and had they not been, it still would have got around if there was problems against my movement or my personal life. So we know that now, beyond a reasonable doubt, due your schizophrenia. Also, it stayed there. I bring you back to where is your mama? Yep. Tell her to page me. I mean, oh well, I guess not, right? Oh, there's some money shot for you. Like cut me into the passenger seat with my arm around her. Like, hey, well, no, you can't do that without. That's not mental health. And then, wait. So, well, I think I've reduced it down to what I did. Right, is what it is. But after I just said that, I was like, oh wait, so that would open up. But Uh, I mean, I know I gave specifics out, and you won't get in trouble if I did, and it's the board there. So, but so any of you that want to do that, I know you do once it sits in your brain to where your brain clicks onto it. Now that you remember to add why it won. And when you have that information there, do it backed by the laws of actual physics. You'll move on into doing all the things I say. People don't lead the kids astray. They would have over in the Middle East. I said even and sit in front of different places where it's more of a homely area. You know, of your civil workers of also, as my example, I used two of them. My militias of the getting down kind. I know we're weird draftees, but we know what's going on. And now that I was like, oh, let me clear up how much, not one. So, other than what I told you, here and there's, and just trying to sell myself. And not only that, there is no possible story of uh, what could be father to, like, oh my god, you dangerous motherfucker, not yet, not till you get that prism up, son. Okay, I'm there with you. It's that simple. All right, otherwise you would have, heard people being very vocal, and I would have, been the one probably to present it first, so that everything would have been that much more copacetic for understanding. Do you want to know why? Because there wouldn't have been a problem in the end with my having to wait for, if anything, a different angle or time, meaning, you know, to say, I love you, um, without having to need things. So, but, freaking, um, the, and then, it's just y'all. So, um, and I promoted all this new stuff, draftees, and nothing happened. Right? Just y'all bums in certain places. Not, I mean, other than women and children, to me. Not that, and no, not that it should. Not bums. All right, fellas and ladies too. Something. This is the. So, but all right, so sitting in with that information, adding the differences of why, and where you don't have it, add who I am and the definitional pictorials and all that go with it, and all shiny and bright as like Ken from Fist of the North Star mixed with Jubei, because I'm like slightly chill, even though it's an extreme situation, just not ending times dirt version. So I'm a little more chill. Right. However, the point is control creates safety. So let me ask you punks something. In certain places, do you feel self-control? Hmm? Oh my god, it's so time for a shot. Praise be the Lord for that trippy stuff. It's like extra trippy these days too, huh, fellas? Yeah. Oh, those of you old school growers that somehow managed to, or stay in business, still do the areas, if anything, right? You need to start selling the vapes. Also, I'm here for you, man. And it will be like the a speedy version, right? In any event, oh, I've got better stuff I can say. Oh my god. Um, well, number one, I love you, as you know. Number two, I love you. Uh, Um, oh, youngins, you know what you can do? Get a one-time month thing at, well, you know what, dude? I'll be perfectly honest with you. Even though it's not actually etiquette, if you're not trying to get the site for the next month at least, and you do the free few day, so many days at Disciples Media, and you get links from there, since the Stripe thing is already set. Put, per group one thing of money, and then you can freaking make at least a few bucks back if you branching at, all right. And if anything, it's up some chocolate for a few people. All right, the little cheap chocolates at the corner stores. All right, so and little one piece candies. Yeah. So, and then a few, man, some of them even though they cost darn near $1, right? They are like these freaking chunky, right? So don't be hesitant to try new things too. And then very soon you will have money. Yes, lots of enough actually. And so and then that means I will be waiting that way too for money. And there has been, still to this instant, on YouTube, this free site we're on that also goes by Boohoo Tube, right? As far as I'm concerned, has not posted up. Oh my God, the future, right? We know that, right? And we know what rights are. And what I would have to deal with in the prism, knowing he would be sitting there waiting to address me on something. Before is what you had. Like I told you I'd be like infinite in wisdom, but I guess now that it's been enough time, if you go through and cancel out all that stuff with what we were going over while I was scolding some people and trying to make fun of, or be mean, trying to be mean to some, right? Pretending to be mean, and snippy comment, snippy comment, snippy comment, necking comment, necking comment, necking comment. Not one. Oh, there's your, oh, all right. Cancellation pictorial reference, right? Work off of how, even though it was, trace it back and start from there. And then do that off the differences that come into. Write it down. selling myself for money. Not marriage, right? Because I said it was business and there was no casual talk, right? Dude, the money's on the board, right? All right. And very soon we will be triumphant, my loves. I'm coming to get you. I hope, I hope. That do not disturb on the computer thing would really jeopardize it, fellas. But I wouldn't have to have left things unattended. I know everyone gets it now this way too, which is just a matter of time with the last and with people representing the differences of like yo we're hardcore, but the overall and what you even say is things got to come from your heart and soul. Otherwise, you're looking like some sort of puppet dummy scenario. You know, not with like and where you know better, it means it's worse. All right, it's not something like what the and getting it out the way so it's not in their view. That's it. Type of. So excuse me for bringing that one up. Oh God. All right. What else? Bears. The shot. Yes, folks, it is time for some bomb. We're gonna have some bomb, is how I say it now for the public. Isn't that pretty cool? Military. Yep. Bomb time. Bum, 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 bum. That guaranteed, folks. Welcome to the party. Or finish line, should I say? Here's to us here in our platform. It's supposed to be. So, ladies, there's traffic that can happen too. Oh, and there's been moms and kids that come around. Yo, come on, you can't do it to me, baby. You can't do it to me. All right, it is good, and I would love to see some acrobatics. Right, acrobats. The cheering unit. bring a little battery operated speaker for your phone. Jam away. And I can turn it around so you're also in the picture in ending versions if you want. All right. That are for the shot, camera shot. So, right. Um, um, ooh, you know what I can claim? Cheering unit, which you are. Cheering unit, singular, with cell units. Ladies, I can do your like my groupie cheering sections, right? The cheering section of my groupies, right? My crews of group. But I can get away with giving you a kiss on the cheek every time I see you. Twice for the crowd. Yep. If you're really young. So and then I'll say something about air flowers and things like that, since in some cases there might not be some around. So listen, once things get moving around, what we'll do is have bots that come around doing differences, putting things together through your organizations already in effect, no matter what they are, including the cheering units. Yes. Oh, yes. And then, so there will be all those activities going on. And the system that comes around will also be able to handle your job duties so you can run around and hang out adults of that part too. So, yep, you can just like the ending variation checkpoints, not even weeding out. Whew, that shot was the bomb, bro. Oh yeah, that's why. A cheering unit. Mm, that is gonna be so much fun. Oh, yep. Potential future wives. Yep. And I telling you, I supposedly win all of it that way. And then the after so much time, you'll end up on a break, fellas, because you just sort of fell out of thought, and there was some cigarettes or the fridge, and there's some alcohol, or what the different versions actually. Then, or and the right one you select from, no matter what of layers in there, and then so you'll have partial where you're at, um, with being able to have like real dope, and then on a break and sitting there like in a uh, of it scenario as you expect, and then an instant later, once you're ready to get back to that information, which is what will happen because it's so exciting to go through that scenario, and then be on it like as if nothing ever happened, and remembering all of it of the dope. No addictions whatsoever. And then eventually everyone will have that sort of scenario. So let's see. And it won't affect your athletic works, ladies, of the cheering units. That, however, different modified it works for, and that's what it is. Like, so, well, while maybe actually then, um, we'll do the situation number one, but also, sure, then, like, waiting till they're like 15, 16 years old, and I don't know what I have to say no to is the problem. Well, you'll reach that corner and you'll see the information and be like, holy, whatever, right? And makes sense. It might be in school too, like before they get to college, so there's a comfortable scenario there with you, right? Or well, no, not later on, right? Oh, and then kids. Oh, that's right. The download and so. Oh yeah, that right. That's right, fellas. Even the future girls left over before they're all um uh, your selection will come from our children because that's how much time all of a sudden one day they'll be there too at such an age plus synthetic humans. So and then a constant coming in because we have more space than we can create right. So wait, there was a difference. And we always have more room or something. Um, and right, and then because we're smaller than the understanding, zillions of times bigger, we can create out of something that goes boom at that size, and then within seconds, it's zillions of times bigger, right? Uh, so to speak. Oh no, I guess not, huh? Or maybe not a zillion, but because I never even got to where that number was in that paper before, I was like, oh man, what else going on? Uh, so is how I come into the picture as a supreme overlord and commander. And there should be only be one. Do we're getting through this information now, and the issue isn't about more, other than logic scenarios, civilian versions. Really, I'm the works where y'all are, those that take it, and then if anything, your kin will be there until one day you're less and less a part of it until we all have our little circle of stuff we do. That wait of much time also. Like we'll create our own space in pockets where we have open of situations like this too without the problems, you know. So a partially forced natural evolution and someone to say we're good people should something arise, and our personal neighbors, our personal neighbors, they are our personal first neighbors, and then we'll have and make the same scenario in areas. Do we can control we can make in lower space, denser space that can hold what it is we're talking about, and with the easy to handle large size stuff. So um, so the understanding difference with your boards out there to help you move forward after these comments too, where I'm reputable dude. I got stuff I know's been sitting there since before I was also here too. Just happens to be our neighbors. That's it. I mean, well, if anything, they like this route better if we're on that track. But I told actually it's the computer forcing you to do the differences off of your schizoid embolisms that I've shown you are there, so that you look less important. All right. Um, and do the job of the government was to handle my needs as part of their job, like without question. All right. And so you department workers should look at this like, wow, how are you? Where did you're just doing this to help us out? Don't look the gift horse in the mouth, and don't use the gift horse either. I guess is how that saying should have escalated to here on Earth, right? Department workers, for your parental needs update if you have youngins, so they know better should they ever end up in something like this. And then remembering that if you cannot explain it out of what their age bracket of books they're supposed to get, not cartoons, since the cartoons are meant for an overall situation, you can answer it more precisely with their level of books and things like that, where you can find, the specifics where they're at, and quicker answer questions. Those of you, you know what's up. Good stuff. Oh, isn't it nice to know I'm here for you? Isn't it nice to know I cared? This is like a picture perfect story, huh? Of where it is. Screaming and running. Transistor radio with an 8-track in it. Right, transistor, isn't that like wire communications? Where am I going with this? Morse code. They're like two on whatever it was they were on. Y'all stupid. Awesome. If anything, remember that. If you ever got called stupid, just trust me, they were like in a catastrophic moment. Make sure to be happy over in those spots in your brain too. Oh man, the Van Morrison song that I was, the Transistor Radio, right? And oh, I think it was for people's brains. I can work on that. There's areas. This is all that is. I'm telling you, I am in the zone. Yep. Yep. So, fellas, now that you've been getting over this new suicidal version of, oh, right, bury the savior of something going on out here that even in the 70s, they would have been like, what? Hi, everybody. Just forgot to draw white on it. It is show. It is old school variation, like I told you, baby. Also, it's an understanding that should someone else take care of these problems, right, the computer would know that way too. Like a total, like, all right, well, look, here's this show. Hey, and we need a host. This is what this is, bro. I mean, that's not something else. And if anything, they're this version of us, some very close sliver, folks. Very close. Inside the sliver. So, I'm trying to get water, mimosas, come on, real differences of everything over here for us in the hizzy, right? And at first, what happens once the dope comes in the way I'm telling you, moms and dads, let me specify how it works perfectly is they'll only be allowed so much time, even if they're sitting there paying, right? They won't get high off of it, so that they just end up giving up and going, like, to begin with, giving up and going about whatever, you know? I mean, it won't be like that. They'll know, but just the example, okay? And it won't be rough. There's no side effects that are negative that way. Even that picturesque, okay, on some weed placed with original or weeded out of the buzz for tripping, like, whoa. Sorry, I'm trying to get there so they'll get the good stuff and have a reason to get back to it. And it's safer than it is now. Also, there won't be need for a DUI lane too, right? Everything will go back to, or also be automated so that there won't be problems should someone swerve. All right. That's all this is. The safe version of everybody's expectation of what things are as definitional to be. And it's the safe version to bring you back to. All right. So, you youngins, all right, no one can take that ads thing away from you, all right? And you'll have money My lady that. Oh, well, no. For she was like, oh, oh. And when she saw, I saw right. And instead it'll be safe. It was safe. Otherwise, it'd be saying a different story, Mom. This is horrible, huh? Savior. Everybody say it with me. Savior. Yes, it also goes along with grave digger. Grave digger. Or old dirty bastard, if you want to. Well, I like better, but sort of. Grave digger is just so negative. Ooh. Y'all are freaking the bomb. Move around, draftees. Draftees! Oh, take it to the next level. Into the level. Easy, easy, easy. Not even money then. All right. Phase one. This is how I'll go down. The phases to the phase, baby. And that's how much I love phase one. Oh my God, draftees. Bro, there's not going to be like an uprising in the middle of your charade to the jail with the rulers of lynching. Hey, get on tape. All right, so should they be mouthing off to try and get a quick fix as if it would be that way? Get it all on camera, right? Well, getting beat up is a lot more convenient for them than going to jail because they think someone will save them. That's all that is. It won't be enough for you to kill them with the information I've given you. So you're now, what, fellas? A complete, able-bodied adult, young adult. Yes. All right. You can do the safety needs of that understanding. So that's all I was trying to get at. Wait, am I badgering? I'm catching stuff. I'm able to get in extra stuff to avert the information into other areas, if anything. So it is good, folks. This ain't no horror story. All right, you see me talking about little girls, and that one time you saw the younger one of what we surely was of the bicyclist lady, girly meaning lady here on Earth, and or some. I mean, well, there's. I mean, had I been accustomed to differences that way, where I would make sense more to their personality, but they know this one too. All right, ladies, just be good. And I know you got to do what you got to do. Remember, there's a job you can get one day, no matter what. All right. And then also, there you go on the ads. All you ladies that need to have your own personal situation. All right. You can start quests on the side for that situation. Those of you coming up on money. All right, fellas, I suggest you give away $1,000 here, $1,000 there throughout the month to the ladies of your community age group for their version of what they're willing to get into, so their version sustains itself with a little extra boost. All right, because you'll have it like that. All right. Those of you slinging dope, make sure that you know what it is going on is that so they're going to need dope. They're going to need dope. Where is that money going to trickle into? Dope, dope, dope. I know now. The drug lords. That's where it will come from. Oh my gosh. Drug lords, man. I'm in a good mood. That's what this is. Oh, everybody, you should expect stuff like this on a day like this. After I said something about game show draftees, that meant that whole effing time you could have freaking done some sort of spiel at me like, oh, but what about this? And this didn't get offered. And because I was building up time for you to not have an excuse, plus trying to figure out a quick fix, which is where I come up with my past personal life. A whole lot of nothing is what you comparatively know then. All right. So, and I know you're not talking about before my Facebook come in, right? No matter what now, because of so label it was the, all right. There ain't no problems of any kind of everything except politicians. And they won't even stop it other than being scared and whatever comes out, get it all on camera all the way to the jail. And then when the jailer has them jailed up, you have to vacate to at least where is acceptable, right? And those of you that want to stay and watch for traffic in case because you don't want just to sit there and be a secondary, yep, still in there because no traffic of nothing happened, etc. If you will, you can divert incoming to another jail. All right. It's that simple so they can have their peace of mind and know, because that's just what it is with what we're doing. I don't mean that you won't, but I have to say it like that remember, the jailers will look at you and be like, well, the next step they're going to say is I have to go to jail because this is the paperwork. All right. It was about the paperwork before, and they'll see it that you and probably see it on YouTube or something if you share the link to them. All right. And when they see you've been doing all those good things, should the Leo say no and you end up on a phase 2 or 3, that means they can still protect you because they'll have that information you shared with them, right? And the judge, right? They are the security in areas where also that place of their security, they can handle the judges. Those court workers will be like, all right, yeah, motherfucker been making it rough for me with any old which way they want to talk anyways, right? And I've been sitting here and it's a miracle I'm still here. Know what I'm saying? Fellow workers, you can all band together, dog, and freaking get it done. All right. So, the issue is, right? I'm expecting to get some money. So this is what's up, youngins. If I don't get my money, right, within a time allotment, right, that means I can mess with you for capitalizing off of me. I'm expecting natural flow is what I'm saying, right? Natural flow of me getting my cut somewhere along the line. So if you don't hear me come in because that will come no better, and be like, yeah, you can say you got your version of or whatever money I say, and then I'll be like everyone else that can or was trying to come to me to give me money. Don't worry about it. Or, um, I only need so much more of this, and that's it. All right. Within 2 days, I could have through one chain of advertisers or where it ended up at the money from doing what I said, chains of y'all youngins, enough to do the websites to get the rest going and pay myself. Drones so you don't have to go back to school or work, whomever you are. Liberation of the people, baby. Yeah. Remember not to suck your teeth at the dinner table loud. That will get you into places because you'll end up one day like, oh yeah, the dress code dune. I have something that'll match that. And it's not tacky. And you'll be like knowing it and skip right over the tacky part. That's kind of uncomfortable right now. And be like off there to the freaking restaurant, like, all right. Which will probably by then have drones. Yep. Yep. And then remember, you're off doing that scenario and it ain't really like that. Something's wrong. Like there's no people able to man the businesses. What will you do? How will you eat? What, are you going to go to McDonald's and cook the food yourself? Come to the recollections with those that you're willing to talk to about these differences so that before the problems happen, I have the money I need. So in turn, you can stay alive. Because the drones will be there. Everyone will know they have to man their spot. And then, so what you can do is the police will, since they have to eat too, if anything, just from the grocery store these days, let them do their natural circle, all right, like you would want, knowing your law enforcement too. And they're not sellouts, just scared, all right? Let them do their thing like they're trying to go around and do, and then on the job is where you fry them, if you can. But you'll get cut off real quick if you don't show up enough for work from your money, and it'll be seized. All right, books. Make sure you're on top of that before the problems happen. All right. Um. So there's other ways you can go about doing it. Law enforcement, where they get a piece of paper of what it is they need, like from and on the internet, and they search, they tell you what they're after and it comes up, right? And they get all the different products costs it cost for, right? And then every time after that, if they don't freaking come in for work and this and that, like in the hours, right, through natural information you already use, the rest of us out there, right, it's that simple. The younger come in that can't access it and can take over and things like that. And I'm telling you, man, within there's already drones ready to go and different. I'm just gonna, I'll have a staff to begin with. All of a sudden, that'll be willing to make the type of money I pay, and then they'll go around to the different places that offer what it is I need. So like, hey, I gotta use the restroom. Let me go to the restroom and go on to the cycles and repeats needed off the new information draftees. Ladies, I love you.